What's up, guys? Z628 here. Welcome back to That Dragon Cancer. We just got out of like a church setting style thing. Now we're kind of back to the roots and like the forest land and all that. This chapter is called the picnic on the edge of the world on there. So we got a note sitting here in the boat to Amy from Ryan.
So here we are. And the air is emptier without his laugh, and yet our hearts are still full, though with a different drink. And this ride we've been on for so long is silent, and so also the Lord. And so we sit here in this new silence, and long for the music to start again, and for the disc to spin again, even if it means going round and round for many more years. For at least we would be moving, and Joel would be laughing here on earth, and not only in heaven. But in this space, I sense his silence is only because he is drawing his breath. And now we know love and longing, empty and full, all in one moment. And I am grateful that we loved him well, and that we miss him well. And I hope that in the Lord's next breath, he will whisper his love song to you, his beloved, and that you will know him differently and more deeply. But now, we grieve in silence, yet not without his presence.
Damn, so it doesn't seem like he made it. The boat there. This is exactly where this is the beginning of the game. Kind of back at the beginning. We got
I remember you. You made it too. I'm glad you're here. I love it here. I bet you would like it too.
It's got a dog.
Look at all of these pancakes. Did you ever see pancakes like this? They're big as me. A big one is for me. A little one is for my dog. I always wanted a dog, and now I got one. I even got to name it Manju. Whoa, Bubbles? Manju doesn't catch a bubble. She likes to bite them. I love bubbles.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he
Look,
made
I
it.
can catch one. I want my bubbles. I love the bubbles. Do you see a rainbow in a pebble? Come here, Manju. Have another pancake.
Is he dipping it in maple syrup? Oh no, you just put it in the bowl. I see. That's a smart idea.
I can eat whatever I want. I never fall.
So it's like
These are the best pancakes that I ever had. I love them.
so this would be like his version of heaven. Guessing you like pancakes a lot.
You
I wanna
like
know-
pancakes? You
I
can
do.
have some. I got a lot.
I want to know if this is like a real... I don't know, it seems like it is because of the whole like realistic voicemails and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I can only imagine it's real. Just because
I love syrup. Me too.
Or I don't know if
What's
it's just
your
like
favorite party?
based on a story. I don't know. Well, yeah, just blowing bubbles. Blowing bubbles. Ah, no. Whoa, where am I going? Oh my god, I'm like flying away. Getting goosebumps from the song. Thank you for playing. Well, thank you for the game. That was freaking awesome. For Joel Evan Green. So he was real. Ah, that's sad. January 12th, 2009. March 13th, 2014. Ah. That's just sad. It must have been really hard making that game. Damn. Yeah, it must have been. That would have been so hard to make that, like having to relive like all that, through making the game and all that stuff. That's tough. Seems like they had a lot of support, obviously, from other people that went through similar situations, Kickstarter backers. This was actually them. Their voices. Yeah, that was it was a good game. Shows you how like tough it is for a lot of people that go through cancer and any like life-threatening diseases on there. Wow, there's a lot of backers. If I knew about this at the time, I would have definitely backed it. It's definitely appreciate the game. That would be so hard to make as a parent that obviously lived through that, and then having to relive all those moments and show people what they had to go through and all that. Sad though. It was like a real kid, Joel Green. That's super sad. That's tough. These are all the people that did some Kickstarter donations. Donations, I would say. The end. Damn, well, that was a good game. That was a freaking good game. Super sad. This scene was tough. That scene, episode 2 or 3 or whatever it was, that was tough for me to go through. I don't know, it was just like showing all the people that have gone through that same thing, and it's a bitch. It really is. Like with my family history and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure that me or my sister will most likely get it at some point of our lives, just from like family history. I don't know if my great grandparents had sorry, I'm like coughing so much. I don't know if my great grandparents had any illnesses like that down in that I don't know if my parents had or my grandparents had anything down the road of any of that. So I don't know if my great grandparents had cancer or any like life threatening things, but I know, starting with my grandpa, that he was the first person in my life, and unfortunately I wasn't so close because of how my family got split up in all that, like the war from ex-Yugoslavia. They were in Bosnia. I've only seen them obviously when I was like a little kid, like a baby, before I was 5. And then when I went up there in 2005, that's when my grandpa passed away. That's the reason I went up there with my mom. And then, so that was the closest person I had until my mom got breast cancer back in 2016, early 2016 on there. Going through chemo and all that stuff, and that was tough. And like I said in that earlier episode, that was the toughest thing for me, was to not be able to be there at all times, and not be able to be there for the support that she should have gotten and all that stuff and everything like that. But I'm super glad that she got through it, but even now it's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same, like what chemo does to you, the effects that it has on you. It's definitely not an easy thing to go through. Your body's not designed to go through all that shit, obviously, so it's definitely a life-changing thing. Even if you go through it, it still changes you and stuff. But right now she's good, so that's good. I'm super proud of that. But it's tough. But yeah, that game, that was a story, I would say. I wouldn't even call it a game, more of a story, an interactive story. But like I was saying, yeah, I'm most likely my sister or I will get some kind of cancer down the road. It's kind of given, but Hopefully not, obviously, but we'll see how life goes. You never know what could happen. But that was a super well made game. I appreciate everyone that put their heart and souls pretty much into that game, just to show the effects that it has on people and how tough it could be, and to always hold on to who you love and all that. So, but other than that, before I start crying again, thank you guys for joining me on That Dragon Cancer. Amazing, incredible game. Soundtrack was incredible. Gameplay was really fun. Story was obviously amazing, just because it's something that they went through, and it's sad. It's sad. Rest in peace, Joel. It's sad. Shit's sad. And the thing is, it happens every day. You see it happen every day. So, yeah, I'll have the download description for the game down in the description below. I'll also have a donation linked for St. Jude's Hospital, since they do like treatments and things for families that like can't afford it, and all the pediatric stuff that kids go through. I'll have a donation link for that down below as well. But other than that, thank you guys for joining me on that. It was definitely tough, but we made it. We made it through, so that's good. But again, thank you guys for joining me on this episode of That Dragon Cancer and the whole adventure of That Dragon Cancer. If you guys liked it, hit the like button down below. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful and beautiful day. DSEC208's out.